Hi guys, I'm back again with another muscle test to show you. This is again, it's a muscle test to do a self-test. So this one, what we're going to do is we're going to take our hand and lay the palm of our hand flat on our chest. And we're going to take our middle finger and with the thumb of our other hand, we're going to try and lift the middle finger. Okay, so remember when you're doing the test that's actually doing the lifting, you don't have to apply too much pressure. Just enough so that your finger can resist with the same amount of pressure. So for example, if you're doing about 20 grams of pressure with your thumb, then you should only have to do about 20 grams of pressure with your finger to keep it down against your chest. So we're going to try this again. And remember the little tips I gave you last time? We're going to say yes, 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 and test. And you can see that I can't lift the finger off my chest. And then if I go on and say no, 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 and test, the finger comes up and I can't keep it down anymore. So we also had the other options of saying your name. So I'm going to say Susan and test, and that doesn't stress me out. So my finger stays down against my chest. And if I say the name like Patrick, and I'd say Patrick, and no, I'm not Patrick, so that stresses my finger out and it comes off my chest. So this was a super little neat test that I learned from a woman called Christina Fritz I believe it's out of Berlin. I met her on a Margaret Coates course to learn how to do hands-on healing with animals. And anyways, I found it very practical, so I wanted to pass that one on to you. But then we're going to see again how we use it with the intolerances or allergies. So I brought three things to test today. And last time I believed that I put the products on me and then tested. But another way to do it is actually, if the products are small enough, just put a little piece between your lips and hold it there with your hand and test. I tested and my finger stayed down against my chest, so I have no problems with walnuts. The one thing about testing it in your between your lips, especially if it's a nut or something, you have to be careful with some people that have extreme nut allergies because they can react to the most little bit of nut. So in their case, sometimes I even had one patient that didn't want me to put it on her at all, not even on top of her clothes, because she could then have some sort of reaction. So what I did was write peanut, it was peanuts in this case, so I wrote the word peanuts on a piece of paper and put the paper on her. And some people, even with the energy from the word, can still have a reaction, but that's a lot safer to do than sending them into anaphylactic shock or something because they've had a piece of peanut or walnut or something in between their lips. And also, I mean, I could actually eat the whole thing and test, but that way your mouth is still sort of contaminated with the product. So if you're testing various things, you would still have it on you and you couldn't go on to test the next thing without having to wash your mouth out well. So just put it between your lips and test. So that was the walnut, and that was okay. And then I brought again a piece of apple, and we can again stick it between my lips, and then we're going to test. Again, stayed down so I don't have any problems with the apple. And then just to see if this would cause a problem or not. I sort of suspect it will, but I'll try not to think about that while I test it, because you always want to test with your mind um, the clear as possible without thinking of anything. So if I start thinking, oh, I don't like this and that, it might stress you out. So I'm just putting this in my mouth. It happens to be a sweet pickle. So, and right away I couldn't hold my finger down and my finger came off my chest, which means that for some reason something in that pickle is not good for me. Pickles have a lot of ingredients. The main one's probably the sugar and the vinegar. I don't think it's the actual cucumber, but to be safe, then you could go and get a normal cucumber and test a piece of cucumber to see if it's actually the cucumber that you're allergic to or not. Okay, so those were my tips for today. So keep practicing and sign up if you want more information and tips. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.